Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Had Gilgamesh's Power? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, I would like to tell you guys that if you are interested in the horror stories, I will be uploading my first video related to horror stories in my second channel. I will link that channel in the community tab soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I hope you like this one. And if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. It begins in Konohagakure no Sato, 4 years after the Kyuubi attack on October 10th, as it was a celebration of the Kyuubi's defeat and another year of living in peace, as everyone was celebrating except for one child who was 4 years of age today, as it was his birthday. He had tan skin, 3 whisker marks on each cheek, blue eyes, and blonde hair. He wore a white shirt and black shorts with blue sandals, as he was now running away from the crowd as fast as he could, as the crowd was chasing after him with pitchforks, knives, and etc. As Naruto was running away from the crowd to save his life, he was suddenly flicked into an alleyway, as he knew something hit him in the ribs, as it was quite painful. He could think that maybe one or two of his ribs are broken, as he winced in pain, as his breathing got ragged. It was hard to breathe now, as an Anbu appeared in front of him. "Ah, Kazuya, you're finally here," said one of the civilian. Today we will finish what the force started. This demon, this abomination will end. Today you will die, demon." "But I'm not a demon." "Why do you call me that?" Naruto had enough. He wanted to ask. He wanted his questions to be answered now, but there was no one to answer them, as Kazuya gave him a cruel smirk. "Like I will tell you and break the rule. Let's just say and leave it at that note that you are an abomination that needs to be killed off, wiped off, so we can purify our land with your blood." As Naruto felt chills run down his spine, waiting for a beatdown, as something inside of him started to yell. As suddenly, Naruto yelled out as his eyes got complete red with black irises. "Stop it!" As suddenly, behind him, circle portals opened in gold color, as from them, chains shot out that tied and pierced through everyone there, as it was a bloody smear massacre. Blood simmered everywhere. Kazuya, being the only Anbu, was able to dodge somewhat, but he was pierced again and tied there as well. As at that moment, the huge amount of chakra leak was occurring, and at that moment, it alerted Hiruzen as well as Kakashi, who just entered the village from a long mission, as they dashed towards where the chakra was coming from alongside many other Anbus and Jonins as well. But when they arrived at the site, they were shocked to see such massacre in a gruesome manner, as they saw Naruto standing there with red eyes, as Naruto had a stoic expression on his face. "Naruto, my boy, is that you?" "GG," Naruto said, as Naruto then passed out, getting near him into his arms, as Hiruzen then called Kakashi, and they went to the Anbu hospital. Before leaving, Hiruzen barked an order to clean this mess up, so nobody can find out, and arrest Kazuya because he was still alive. Time skip. Half an hour later, after cleaning up the mess and confession from Kazuya that it was their plan to kill Naruto, we go towards Hiruzen, who was walking towards his room, as he has called for an old friend / rival. As when he entered the room, he saw him sitting there. "Danzo." "Hiruzen," said the now known person as Danzo. "It seems you heard what happened, right?" "Yes, my sources have told me that the boy has awoken some sort of powers that are not seen before." "Yes." "What do you think? Some sort of ancient powers that were lost in the clan or something like that?" "Hardly. It's not a Kekigenkai." "Then what is it?" Danzo said, quite intrigued and shocked at the same time. "It is a different sort of energy that somehow Naruto is the only one capable of using. That sort of energy is not found in any living being except for Naruto on this planet. Can it be passed down to genes? Hardly. I'm not sure. I see. Then he's a gem amongst generations. So we must train him, Hiruzen. I know you said that we should leave him as he is so he could have a proper childhood, but look at this, Hiruzen. He's being targeted. I know I made my mistakes, Danzo, and I'm beginning to see that you are somewhat right, but as Mito-sama stated in her letter, I know, Hiruzen, I know. I have read that letter and document over and over again, and confirmed that as well. Suna's Jinchuriki is quite unstable because they tried to get rid of his emotions, and he became stoic. And the consequences was that Chicago was unleashed whenever he wanted to be. See, I told you so. I know, it was my fault at the time. We need to keep his emotions intact so he can be a better shinobi. Plus, he wants to become a Hokage when he grows up, said Danzo. So you're going to let him? Obviously. Because he's going to be the strongest shinobi. In his lifetime, at least. Quite expectations there, Danzo. I know, but I expect great things from that boy. Let's just see where the things go. I wanted to ask your suggestion on this. What should we do with him? Should we start his training now? But if we start training him and showing favoritism, the council, the civilian council, and the populace in general don't like it. They even disgust at his image, and at the thought of him protecting them, it will creep them out to no end. You're right. Then what should we do? I think of a way, said Danzo. Why don't we make him vanish? What do you mean by that? It's nothing bad. Put him in Anbu or something. And let him stay there for quite a while, like a few years or so. And when the time is right, we can make him reappear as a hero again. At that time, people will let go of their hatred, at least most of it. That is quite a logical explanation, Danzo. Thank you. Then it is agreed upon? Hiruzen? Yes. Good. As after that, Danzo left. As he's called for his own Anbusai. Yes, Danzo-sama. Look out for Naruto Uzumaki. He's resting in the Sanbu cell in a hospital. Let nobody, not even a civilian or a chunin or jonin that you think is going to be his life threat, go near him. It shall be done, Danzo-sama. Good. As Danzo went back to his lair. As Hiruzen then called for Anbu commander, whose name was Haku. As Haku arrived. What is it, Hiruzen-sama? Haku, my old friend. I want you to take in Naruto. You mean Kushina-sama's and Minato-sama's son? Yes. I want you to train him. Well, I do owe her a favor for saving my son's life at the time. I will raise him as an Anbu. Then it is decided. He will be your discipline, but I must tell you that he has awoken some sort of special power. I heard he can summon upon some sort of chains that are otherworldly, right? Yes. Then I will deal with that as well and try to figure out what it is really. Good. I want reports every week. And make sure that he doesn't appear in front of public. Keep it a private training sessions. It will be done. As after that, Haku left, as Hiruzen sat down on his desk. Now I'm worrying about when the civilian council is going to burst through his door and demanding what will happen with Naruto and how the populace, some of people died, and very important people. And on cue, the two other elders and the civilian council entered demanding Naruto's behavior and what was the reason for this, and of course his execution. Hiruzen told them that Naruto was sent somewhere far away from Konoha and they will not see him ever, or for quite a while, as the populace was quite happy with this decision as well. Some years of peace, they'll take it, any day, any time. As after that, they all of them left, except for Hamura and Koharu. What do you want? We want to know what happened to the kid. We know you are hiding something, Hiruzen, and we are your teammates. Alas, and yet you don't know anything about me. You can leave now. What do you mean by that, Hiruzen? Koharu asked. Well, for one, even though we were teammates, you were never the smartest one out of all of us, Koharu. And as for you, Hamura, you were too cautious, as always. And as for me, I was a smart one. and you all followed my rules and decisions at that time. So what makes the difference now? I am the Kage of this village, and I have assured you nothing will happen. You can leave, and yet you are here demanding some ridiculous explanation from me. As Koharu and Hamura nodded, it better not be a failure this time, Hiruzen, just like your other students. They're not failures. Yeah, we know. As after that, both of them left, as Hiruzen smashed his fist on the table, cracking it. They always knew how to push his button, at least he gives them that much. As after that, we go towards Naruto, who has woken up now. As he saw that a huge Anbu was standing there with a dragon mask. Where is this place? Naruto said, as his eyes have turned back to normal. This is the Anbu headquarters hospital, kid, and congratulations, you have been enrolled into an Anbu, and as my discipline, it is my duty to train you properly. Are you up to it? Yes! If it means I can become Hokage, I will, Naruto said with cheerfulness, and then he remembered what happened. But can I? I remember people dying. I think it's not your fault, kid. You were just trying to defend yourself. Many people die in this world. It is a path we chose as shinobis, that if you can't do it or take lives for the good of the village or other people, then you better as such quit being a shinobi now and stop wasting your time and mine. As Naruto was taken aback by that, and then his eyes narrowed. Heh, I'm up for that challenge, old man. That's the spirit, thought, well, Haku. As after that, 2 years passed by. As we go towards the Hyuga compound, inside it was the celebration, the 6th year celebration of the Hyuga heiress, Hinata Hyuga, as she was done celebrating her birthday, and after saying goodbye to her friends, which were quite less from other clans' children, she went to her room to rest. When she entered the room, closing the door, she was suddenly kidnapped. She didn't know what happened. As we go towards the man who kidnapped her, as he was dashing outside of the Hyuga compound at blinding speed and making his way towards his other people. He was a delegate from Kumo, as he was sent here under the disguise of such. His main mission was to steal the Hyuga bloodline, and he had been successfully able to do that. You're going to make me rich, kiddo. As after that, he arrived there to see that his other 3 teammates were killed off. What? Suddenly, a shuriken came out of nowhere and pierced him in the shoulder, cutting his arm off as the shuriken embedded in the tree. As the man hissed in pain, but then he looked at the kunai shuriken. It was different. It was a mixture of both. It looked like kunais lined together in a shuriken form. Then how can it be so deadly? As suddenly a sword pierced him from the back through the chest. You should have left her there. As suddenly the sword lifted up, cutting him in the half. As suddenly the man was split open from midsection, as he laid on the ground, dead. As Haku arrived, good job, Naruto. Your skills have grown in Kenjutsu. You're not only relying on your Kekkei anymore. It's not a Kekkei, sensei. I'm going to call it whatever I want, kiddo. Why don't you go and check out that Hyuga heiress? As Naruto went towards the back. Don't open it here. She'll get scared. Take her back to the compound and open the back. As after that, Naruto sunshined away, vanishing as if he was never standing there after picking up the bag. As Haku then looked towards the corpses that were there, as he sealed them all into the scroll. As Naruto was now at the rooftop of the Hyuga compound. As he opened the bag, as Hinata peered through the bag to look up to see an Anbu. Don't worry, the Anbu said. His voice was younger. As Hinata then said, Naruto? Wait, you know me? Yes, how can I forget you? Remember 3 or 4 years ago, you saved me from the bullies in the winter, remember? As Naruto dropped his mask. Wait, you're that Hyuga girl from back then, aren't you? It's nice to meet you. Hinata, right? Yes. It's good to meet you too, Naruto. Wait, what are you doing here wearing an Anbu costume? It's not a costume, it's my uniform. I'm an Anbu now. But please keep it a secret, right? You know I'm quite undercover and all that. Oh, yes, I will. Now I guess I'll have to drop you back to your floor in the room, right? No, I can go from here. Really? It's quite high. As Hinata blushed, as Naruto then picked her up bridal style and jumped. As he arrived at the main Hyuga compound house, as it was the top floor, as Naruto put her there on the ground. See you later, Hinata, and please be safe and train hard and become strong. Okay? I will catch up to you, Naruto. Of course you will. With that, Naruto vanished as he was never there. As suddenly, Hiyashi and Ko arrived there. Hinata, where were you? We checked your room, you weren't there. As then a man's voice was heard. Don't worry, Hiyashi-sama. Let the kid go, I'll explain everything. Ah, Dragon-sama, you're here. What is the reason? And at this time of night? Everything will be explained. We must talk now. As Hiyashi got stoic, knowing fully well that Dragon was serious. It must be some sort of serious matter now, if it brought the head of the Anbu commanders. As both of them went inside Hiyashi's office. So, what are you going to talk about? There are some traitors in your clan who sold out, or were trying to sold out Hinata to the Yuga clan heroes to the Kumo through their delegates. They were trying to make an opening so that she could be kidnapped. But luckily, we got the hunch of it and were able to track them down and kill them before they could take her outside of the Konoha's forest boundaries. Thank God. That is why she was there, right? Yes. One of my subordinates helped her out to get here. He must be on his way to report the missions back to the Hokage office. I see. Thank you so much, and please let me know about the Anbu so I can thank him. His codename is Fox. I will thank him personally. Don't need to. He's my discipline. It's his job. As with that, Dragon was gone. Huh. Well, lucky they are dead. If it was me, I would have killed them with my own hands. As Hiyashi hasn't forgotten what Kumo has done with his brother, and now his daughter. Kumo was crossing way too much lines. As we go towards Naruto, as he was done explaining the whole mission to Hiruzen. Good job, Naruto. You can go and rest now. As with that, Naruto vanished as he arrived inside his own, given cell, or as you call the dorm room, in which he stayed now. As Naruto entered to see Anko and Kurenai laying there and eating his chips and reading some of the mangas that he had. What are you two doing here, senpais? Ah, Naruto, you're here, said Kurenai. Now wash up and the dinner is prepared on the table. Go and eat it. Thanks, Kurenai-ne-chan. As Naruto went and cleaned up, as suddenly the door behind him opened to reveal it was Anko. As she was naked, butt naked. Anko-ne-chan, what are you doing? Oh, is my little brother that much scared to see his ne-chan, huh? As Naruto was now completely tomato red. As Anko blushed and laughed at the same time, feeling a little bit embarrassed and happy to see that Naruto had that kind of reaction. As suddenly she was bonked on the head and dragged by an ear by none other than Kurenai. As the door behind him closed, you can enjoy your shower, Naruto. This idiot will not bother you. Why not, John? It was so fun. Don't bother him. He's tired. He just got back from his shift. As after 10 minutes, Naruto arrived, wearing his sleepwear clothes. To see that Kurenai had gone to her room, but Anko stayed. Where is Kurenai-ne-chan? She went back to her room, Asuma called. Oh, then why me? I'm crashing here. Again? What happened this time? I got evicted. Again? This is twice this month. Well, when you are the apprentice of the snake, you get this kind of treatment, Naruto. I'm sorry, Soma-ne-chan. You can stay here as much as you want. As Anko's sorrowful face turned into a devious grin as she glommed Naruto into a hug, as both of them were laying on their Naruto's bed. So, Naruto, what is your future going to be? Have any change of plans? No, they're still the same. I thought you might want to go to T&I department like me. You just got enrolled into it, selected by Ibiki himself. You have to go and burst my bubble of enjoyment. Heh. Well, truth can be quite sorrowful, right? Yeah, and hard to swallow. Sometimes. Well, good night, Nate-chan. Good night, Naruto. As Anko shifted onto the bunk bed, to sleep above Naruto's bed, as Naruto was now asleep. Next morning, Naruto woke up, or was woken up by a dragon, as he was thrown into the river, still wearing his sleepwear clothes. Ow! What was that for, Sensei? You haven't woken up. What? I slept in? As Naruto checked his body temperature. It must be again that thing. Do you mean it's another seizure? Yes. As suddenly Naruto's heartbeat rose as his eyes turned complete red with black irises. Naruto and his sensei called them the seizures because Naruto's personality would change completely. Like, it was not Naruto, it was some other being, completely different. As a medicine was prepared to keep it, well, contained, and it was very thin now. Was not the medicine not working? As Naruto sensei said, feeding him some medicine. No, it's been getting weaker. Really? Yes. I don't think I can contain it. Then let it out, Naruto. It's a forest. You can use it to vent out that power, to keep it calm. As suddenly, many portals opened behind Naruto. Chains, arrows and swords, and even spears, all sort of weapons launched towards the forest, destroying it. As Naruto roared, his eyes glowed much more red. And suddenly a huge lance-like sword appeared. It started to rotate as huge red energy beam which looked like flames appeared as Naruto shot it, burning the ground and creating a huge crater there and melting the mountains and even the trees in its path, clearing it like a damp ocean gone dry. As Naruto's all weapons disappeared as he was panting heavily, as his red eyes turned blue, as his sensei was looking at Naruto with quite awe. This sort of power was quite dangerous. As Naruto looked up, damn it, this much is much more than the previous one. I know, we must talk about this to Hokage-sama, and maybe Jirobo can help you out with that medicine. I hope so, Jirobo-sensei can help out, because this medicine is very thin. And if that is so, we have to go look for her. Who? Tsunade. She's the only one able to make medicine if nobody else will. We have to. That is the only way, Naruto said. As for now, the seizure has calmed down and the power within was calm. As suddenly, Naruto and other Anbus were called as their data glowed. Forget about medicine now, Naruto. Can you keep it contained? Yes, Sensei. Good. End of the class today. We're going to go and see what is up. As both of them vanished and arrived within seconds at the Hanbu headquarters to see that Hiruzen and Shukaku was there, the Jonin commander. What is it, Hokage-sama? Well, what a drag. I have to do the explaining? Yes. Ugh, I hate my life. Well, here goes nothing. You see, Kumo and Eva are meeting in secret, and they're planning a counterattack on us for what some of you did with their shinobis. Really now? Yes, and from the looks of it, they're going through the hidden passages that we have completely made them hidden through for emergency purposes. Seems that we have a mole within, and we have confirmed who it is, said one of the Anbu from Team Ro. It was Kakashi Harake, the copy ninja. Who? Anbu Commander asked. Well, Commander-sama, it's none other than Mabuki Haruno. What? The civilian council leader. Yes. It all tracks back to her. Have you double-checked it? Because things could be wrong. You know, deception is the first thing, remember, Kakashi? I have. And if it's not her, then it must be Kazehana. You mean that fat merchant? Yes, because he's her right-hand man. Keep an eye on both of these two. For now, we'll take care of Eva and Kumo, said the Anbu commander, as Jonin commander nodded, as Hiruzen then said, "Now, before you go, Naruto, Fox, I need something from you." As Fox stayed behind as everyone left. "Naruto, what is it, Gigi?" Naruto said, dropping his mask. "Be careful out there. This is your first real mission out there. It's a simulation similar to that of war. I'm okay with it, Gigi. I was going to protect this village, one way or another. I'm just happy that you gave me the opportunity to. And try to keep it within. I will try to. The seizure happened again. I know. I saw it from the sphere. It was much more stronger than the last time, my boy. The medicine. I have been taking it regularly, but it's not working anymore. It's like I'm getting used to it. We must track down Tsunade fast. Maybe she might be able to do something about it. We'll think about it later, Gigi. I have to go now. Go. And be careful out there. And stay safe. I will. Good luck, Risen said as Naruto was gone now. As far away from Konoha's border, in between the border of Iwa and Kiri, Kumo and Iwa's army were joined together. Anbu's army, and made by civilian council behind their Kage's back, because they were the ones who were pulling the strings all along. As Konoha's Anbu were hidden, completely masking their chakras. There are almost 10,000 of them. How are we going to deal with this? We're only hunters here, Sensei, says Naruto. As Dragon then looked at Naruto. Naruto, you have to use that ability. What? It's dangerous, Sensei. What if I lose control? I will paralyze you. And if push comes to shoves, even knock you out. You have to kill me, Sensei, you know that. No, Naruto, I won't. And it will not come to that. Think positively, my boy. Go now. We'll keep you covered. As all of the Anbus on Haku's command attacked the huge amount of shinobis. Konoha is getting arrogant, said one of the Iwa shinobi. They sent only some of the shinobis there. What are they, like, couple of hundreds or so? Even less than 100. From the looks of it, we're 10,000s. What are you going to do? Stand down and we'll give you a graceful death. As the Anbus charged in without any word. As Naruto saw two of his comrades fallen, as his rage started to kick in, as many of them got hurt, as Naruto's eyes suddenly turned red. Leave them alone, Naruto said, stepping outside. As from behind his mask, his eyes glowed complete red, even going as far as to show the color from over the mask. As Haku saw this, as he was panting heavily, as the injured Anbu saw this, as Haku then said, "Now!" As all of them simply vanished out of there. They were all clones, as Naruto's rage was far enough to just digest that. So, many spherical circles appeared behind him, magical portals, as they all began to calm down and get scared. As suddenly, huge amounts of chains, arrows, swords, and even spheres launched towards them, and even lances, impaling them, butchering them, and even maiming them. As suddenly Naruto then said, "Fire! Release!" As all of them caught on fire, burning them and turning them into ashes. As Naruto started to laugh maniacally. "Scream! That's it! Show me more of that." As one of the Anbus asked Anbu Commander, "Is that?" "Yes, that is his seizure. We do not know what is the cause of it. It seems he's getting out of control." Suddenly, Anbu Commander Haku appeared behind Naruto, but Naruto was fast enough as a chain whipped at him. "No, I will not go back." "You will." As suddenly Kakashi arrived behind him and smacked that seal. As Naruto's eyes turned blue as he fell unconscious in their arms. As the sphere started to disappear again. As everyone arrived there. Damn, talk about devastation. This kid really is a monster in strength, said one of the Anbus. "He is, but keep your words in check. He's not a monster. He just has way too much on his plate right now for what he can chew or digest upon." As Kakashi agreed. "Let's back up here. We're moving back." As everyone went back, because they were all okay. They were just clones that were bleeding Genjutsu blood in front of Naruto to make him enrage. It was all Haku's plan. It was a dangerous gamble, Commander. Said Kakashi, I know, but it worked out. I saw Naruto's potential today. He had another seizure just moments before this happened. But that could be dangerous. What if his life was endangered? It won't. You know, when I took him in, 10 to 20 seizures happened a day, and it was quite frustrating that I couldn't do anything about it. And Naruto, even though he got hurt during a seizure, it will be healed by Kyuubi. You forgot, Kakashi. Naruto has Kyuubi still sealed inside of him. But it is a secret, Sensei. We cannot reveal it to anyone. But we are talking amongst ourselves. And plus, I am the Anbu commander. I have full authority to reveal it to whoever I want. But I know that you know who he is and how you are related to him. I know. And I want you to keep it hidden, please. Yes, it will, Kakashi. You don't have to worry about that. So now what? I heard that the medicine is wearing thin and his seizures are getting worse. We have to find Tsunade. And if that doesn't work out, what will happen? Then I'm afraid Naruto has to figure out that on his own. He has to fight that thing within. And I'm afraid that Naruto might lose to it. And that is why I'm training him in physical strength and in mentality strength as well. But he's still a kid. An 8-year-old kid, I know. And that is why I'm going to be harsher on him as well. As after that, when they returned to see that Tsunade was there as well, as Hiruzen had summoned her already. As Haku then said, Tsunade-sama, you're here. Not for long, I'm only here for this child, to give him the medicine. You do really looks like Kushina. As after that, Tsunade injected some of the medicine into Naruto. This will keep him calm. He will sleep for the day being. He will wake up tomorrow, and he will act like nothing happened. This serum will work only for 2 years. After that you need more and stronger dose. And it is already at Jonin level strength. I'm afraid that it will work only 2 or 3 more times, and after that he has to fight that thing, whatever it is, from within. The sensei was talking about. You told her everything? Yes, she needs to know before anything else. But how did you make this serum? I had notes from Jirobo. He had the notes while he was preparing the medicines for Naruto. I just enhanced it way more. Thank you so much. He will not have a seizure for 2 years, right? Yes. You can train him within that time span, right? Yes, I can. Good. As after that, Naruto didn't woke up for the day. As the next day came to see that there was a knock on the door and he was still inside his Anbu headquarters room. As he got up and opened the door to see that it was his sensei. Sensei, what are you doing here? Naruto, can I come inside? Oh, yes, sure. As Naruto brought him inside, as he opened his mini fridge. What would you like? Tea? Do you have any beer? Yeah, Uncle Nature stocks her beer here. You can have one. As Naruto popped one of the bottles and gave it to, well, his commander. So, what can I do for you, Sensei? Naruto, you will not have any seizures for 2 years now. Tsunade-sama came last night when you were unconscious. She gave you the syringe and the serum. But it will only work out 2 or 3 more times. And that is only a given and a big if. And you have 2 years now. And we do not know if they are proper 2 years or not, and we have to up your training until then. Also, you are going to be training with Itachi and Shisui Uchiha, 2 of the best candidates as the next commander and even Hokage. You are to train with them, learn from them to control your mind and weapons, and be stealthily agile. Okay. As after that, with a snap of his finger, 2 of them arrived. One was Bezel, and the other one didn't even bother to wear a mask. So, you're a kid, huh? That we're going to train. Isn't that awesome, Itachi? We, as senseis, we're still in presence of Anbu Commander. You haven't greeted him. Shisui. Oh, sorry, Commander. It's alright. Just make sure that you don't teach him something useless. Or otherwise I'll have your heads, both of yours. Hi. Both of them nodded. Sheesh. What's his problem? Okay, 1 month of training with me. What? No, I'm sorry, Commander. Nope. 2 months. Fine. 3. I just said fine. 4. I'm not gonna talk. 6. As Shisui finally remained quiet, his punishment was increasing, even if he said something. As after that, Itachi chuckled and explained to Naruto what they were going to do. Time skip, 1 year later. Naruto had reached at the age of 9 and he was at the chunin level speeds and skill set as well, as he could use Kenjutsu styles and was more agile. Being a tiny target, it was hard to, well, aim at him, and well, you're hyperactive and moving quite fast as well, with blinding speeds and with quite skills as well as Naruto. As we see Naruto finally sitting in and meditating to talk or see the thing from within, but thanks to the serum, it had been silent. As Naruto went inside his mindscape, just to see that he was the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko 1 year ago. Flashback. As for the first time Naruto meditated, he was now inside his mindscape. As he went deeper inside to the deeper realms and levels to see that there was a huge cage there. As from behind it, Naruto could see a silhouette of a huge thing. And suddenly one red blood eye opened with a slit. As the Kyuubi looked towards Naruto. You, what are you doing here? You're Kyuubi no Yoko. Yes. So, answer my question now. What are you doing here and what do you want? Nothing. I just want to find out what was it within me. I am the one who's sealed inside of you. No, I have the seizures. My eyes turned red and it's not chakra, it's something else. And you're being made out of chakra, right? Yes. You have piqued my interest. I'll help you out on this one. Just because I want to see what this thing is. If you lie, I will show you why they call me Kyuubi no Yoko. Fine. As Kyuubi and Naruto sensed it, but Kyuubi remained silent and said he found nothing. After doing some research, and Naruto was kicked out of his mindscape. And after that, Naruto was trying to get Kyuubi to talk, even though his relationship with the Kyuubi was quite bearable for both Kyuubi and him. But Kyuubi still didn't give him a proper answer of what it was or what was that thing that he saw that made him shock. As end of the flashback, we see Naruto sitting there, as suddenly a used spear appeared behind him in a circle, as it was aiming at his back, pointing towards it. As suddenly there was a knock on the door as the sphere disappeared alongside the circle. As Naruto got up, coming, as he opened the door to reveal it was Kurenai. Nechan, why do you look sad? Asuma, what happened? I think he hates me now. What? No, he didn't hate you, Naruto said, knowing fully well how Asuma liked Kurenai. Then why isn't he replying to me? Whenever I go near him, he just avoids me. Now, he was the one who asked me out on a date, and when I said, if we're going to date, you have to marry me, and that is when he was, ignoring me. Wait, what? We'll figure it out, Nei-san. As Naruto's tattoo started to glow. I'll figure it out, I promise. Just keep it in, okay? Hold it together. I promise everything will be fine. As after that, Naruto left to see what was going on. As he arrived there to see that it was an emergency, as Itachi was only one there. As Naruto looked at him, Gigi, what is going on? Naruto, Itachi has been given a mission by Danzo and the two elders. About what? To execute my whole clan. Shisui was killed by Danzo. What? But why? I want you to do one thing, Naruto. After I kill the Uchihas, burn their eyes. We cannot let Danzo have the eyes of the all of Uchihas. He already has Shisui's one eye. Then what happened to the hair? He wanted this for you. But it's alright, Naruto. You can have it. And it's an eternal Mangekyo as well. The quite rare one. Naruto, my boy, if you don't want to, you can store it for later use. But you should keep it as a reminder that it was a present, a final gift from Shisui. Kage-sama is right. Here, I don't have much time, Naruto. I'll help you out, Naruto said, wiping his tears, as he gave the jar to Hiruzen, as both Naruto and Itachi left, as Itachi started the massacre, as in canon. But this time, Naruto was the one burning the eyes of the corpses with his fire jutsu, so that nobody could steal the Sharingan, as it took them almost 2 hours to kill and burn all of the corpses. As Itachi was about to kill his mother after killing his father, when Naruto arrived with the kunai. Naruto, what are you doing? I won't let you harm her. Please, think about Sasuke at least, Naruto said, as Mikoto's eyes were, Naruto? Yes, Mikoto Bachan, I can't. Please get out of here. No, Naruto. It is the path I chose. I was going to betray the village with my husband and our clan. It is our redemption. No. It is a curse with Itachi should live with, and a curse that Sasuke will traumatize me with. And at the same time, Sasuke bursted through the door to see that Naruto was stopping his Nissan, as his Nissan sword was striking Naruto's kunai, which was near their mother. Nissan, what is going on here? Naruto? Sasuke, take your mom and get out of here, now! Don't look back! As Sasuke nodded, and without a second thought, both Mikoto and Sasuke left. Naruto, what is the meaning of this? You know that it was important. How could you do this? I thought you wanted to kill only those who are within this. You even murdered infant kids. We cannot let them fall into the hands of Danzo or the likes of the civilian council. They're in a better place. When Naruto saw that Itachi was shedding the tears of blood, his Mangekyo was awoken, and not only that, he was crying as well. I'm so sorry, Naruto. I feel like a monster already. As Itachi barfed. What are you going to do now? I have my mission. I'll be going for a long time, Naruto. The next time we meet, it will not be good. But remember this, we'll always be together as brothers. Please protect them. I will, I promise. As after that, Itachi left in the murder of crows. As Naruto then dashed towards downstairs to see that in the basement, Mikoto and Sasuke were hidden. As Naruto stepped inside, don't worry, it's me. As Sasuke calmed down. Why did Nissan do that? Is he? Yes, I am afraid he did. I cannot reveal why he did, but he told me the reason, and neither can you, Mikoto-sama. Please, it's for betterment. Sasuke doesn't know this now. Why can't I know? Please, Naruto, tell me. Aren't you my friend? And that is why I'm doing this for you, Sasuke. So that you don't walk on the same path that Itachi did, or any other Uchiha did. What path? The curse of hatred. The curse of Uchihas. As Mikoto's eyes watered, you know about that? Yes, Naraka Shrine. I heard everything. From Shisui Nisama. Where is he? He died. Itachi reported his death. He would have killed him if he was here. Naruto nodded. Do you hate your brother? I do it with every fiber and core of my body. He destroyed our clan. He even killed our father. How could he do this? Don't, please. You do not know the whole story, said Mikoto. Why should I? Sasuke, this is the curse of hatred. Then I should embrace it and... No, you should not. I'll reveal the secret to you, but I must ask this permission from Hokage-sama. I promise this, once you understand, you will know the whole side of the story. Until then, can you keep your head calm and look out for your mother? Fine. I'll do it. Thank you so much. As after that, Naruto left. As he arrived in the Hokage Tower, it is done, Naruto said, as Hiruzen nodded. Good. Any survivors? Yes. Sasuke and Mikoto. Mikoto? I saved her. Naruto, you know that went against the mission, right? Even though it hurts. I know, but I couldn't just... Sasuke is my friend, and I just can't let him become an orphan like me. As it sting through Hiruzen's heart to hear these words from Naruto. But Naruto, my boy, you have us. I know. But having a mother 24/7 to look out for you unconditionally, I admired that and feel quite jealous of Sasuke. And I didn't want him to lose that. And that is why I saved her. Please, Gigi. I want to tell them the reason why we did this. Naruto, you know that we cannot do that. What if Sasuke? That he should. I will help him if he wants to, but in secret. You know that Danzo will not stand for this, Naruto. I know, but he did something unforgivable. He went after Shisui-sama. GT, are you with me or against me in this one? Please tell me now. I'm with you, Naruto, my boy, because you stand with justice and rightfulness, which Konoha should aim to be. But you know, my boy, some decisions are hard to make and decide. I chose the village over Uchiha clan because they were planning a coup. What? Yes, they were planning a coup, a rebellion. I see. I will tell them. Do you have any proof? Here, my boy. Just make them promise to not reveal this to anyone, not at least yet, until we have complete proofs, solid proofs. Because after that, Naruto left and arrived back to the Uchiha clan compound state to give, well, Sasuke the eye jar of Shisui and the documents and everything, and reveal everything to them. As his mother confirmed everything, as Sasuke started to cry, knowing fully well why his Nissan did this and why Konoha had done this. It was us. You were right, Naruto. This curse of hatred is really bad. But Danzo, we have to get him back for this. We will. Those infant kids, those females who didn't even have shinobi training did not deserve this. Itachi made the right choice by doing this, so I think. Why? Both of them asked. Think about it. Danzo, the civilian council, might have corrupted him. If Sasuke was left alive, they would have given him everything, made him a spoiled brat, and they could have used him. Why? Because to gain the Uchiha funds and their weapons, and to get themselves a loyal Uchiha, the one that they can control and manipulate. As Mikoto's eyes widened. I see now. Itachi thought it way beforehand. He gave me this explanation, that is why I let him go. I destroyed their eyes. I knew this from the beginning. I could have stopped him, but it was already too late. I had my mission given. After burning the bodies and paying them respects for the dead, when I arrived to see the infants being massacred, I was even grossed myself out, and was for the first time in my life again felt fear grip my heart. How could he do this? And then he told me everything. He looked broken before he left. And he's still on a mission, loyal to Konoha, even though he looked like a villain in the eyes of public. We cannot reveal this to anyone though, not right now. We will go after them and grab them by the neck, but later on, not now. Can you promise me this much and train hard, Sasuke? I will. Naruto, I want you to have this, Mikoto said. Shisui left this for you. I want you to keep it as a guard, as a warden. When I need it, I will come for it. Okay. As after that, Naruto left. Time skip. 3 years passed after that. As Naruto was now 12 years of age and Sasuke was now in academy, and while Mikoto was looking at the Uchiha clan, or what was left of it, and sitting on the Uchiha clan seat, as many of the civilians were not happy of her survival, and planned assassination attack on her, but the assassins never came back. And they were tracked down and were now arrested, some of them at least, for the massacre or even behind the attack. As after finally finding the proof of the Iba and Kumo attack, many civilians were arrested, and even the Fatso was arrested. Mibuki was quite surprised that her right-hand man has done something behind her back in such gruesome manner. To even launch a physical attack on Konoha was unheard of, even if they were after money and were quite, well, literally greedy. They were not this much full of hate so that they can fill their pockets and destroy their land that they lived in. So they were executed, and civilian council was now the shell of the former glory that they had, or so-called glory at least. Many of their power was stripped from them and given back to the Kage. The elders knew fully well what Hiruzen was doing and planning. He was watching them like a hawk now. As Danzo was getting worried now, because his plans were a failure, there was no Sharingan to recover. Hiruzen knew. Itachi revealed everything to him, and told him and warned him that if he go near Sasuke or his mother, there will be dire consequences, so he couldn't do anything. He was tied and bound. He wanted to corrupt the boy, but his mother was a hurdle that he could not cross. As after that, time went by some more, and finally, the time came when Naruto became at the age of 13. He was sent on quiet Anbu missions with his teams and his sensei as well. But it was the year when his seizures will come back. As it was nighttime, as Naruto had his seizure again, as his sensei arrived and impaled him with another syringe. But it was already too late. The seizure didn't stop. What? Why didn't it work? As he brought out some more and injected it directly to Naruto's heart, straight through his chest, but it didn't work as well. As Naruto was now inside his mindscape, Kurama, what am I doing here? I didn't summon you here, kid. He did. As Naruto saw a black figure standing there. As from the black figure came out Gilgamesh. Who are you? So you are the user of my powers. Who are you? You didn't answer my question. I am Gilgamesh. Who are you? I'm Naruto. I see. As Gilgamesh saw through Naruto's memories. You have done quite well. Tell me and answer me this question, and the seizures will stop, as you call them. And you can control this power. What? Who do you want to protect, and who are you? As Naruto was confused by it, I'm Naruto and I want to protect my village. No, that is not the real answer. I'll wait. Until you give me the proper answer, I will not leave. The seizure will happen, but I'll tone it down a bit. As the seizure suddenly stopped, and tell him to stop injecting this medicine. It will happen only once a month now. Bear with it, and good luck. The longer you wait, the longer it will be fun for me. You have your questions. The time is ticking. As after that, Naruto woke up. Naruto! What happened? I talked to it. What? The thing within? It's a man known as Gilgamesh. Who? Gilgamesh. It's his powers, and he wants me to answer a question. Who am I and who I want to protect? What did you say? I'm Naruto and I want to protect my village. I see. What did he say? It's the wrong answer. But I don't think I was lying. I can sense the truth, Naruto. You are not lying. But what can this question be? We do not know, and we can never be so sure. Just avoid it as you can. What about the seizures? He said he will tone down a bit. Once a month, at least. Good. That will buy us some time. As after that, he said to Naruto, the chunin exams are nearing. After 6 months, you should prepare for them. Until then, you're not going on any mission. And you will train and properly meditate. I will. Okay, sensei. As after that, Naruto did as he was told. But within the 3rd month, he was called into the Anbu's office. What is it, Gigi? Naruto, you are to be sent to the land of waves. Kakashi needs some assistance. Okay. As after that, Naruto departed at blinding speeds after saying goodbye to Anko, who was still living with him on the bunk bed. As they had gotten quite close, as Naruto arrived within 1 week there to see that Kakashi was bedbound, as Naruto healed him up a bit, and both of them trained Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai. As Naruto looked at Sai quite curiously and even with cold eyes, as Naruto wanted to talk to Kakashi. Nissan, I want to talk to you about something. What is it? Sai, do you know? Yes, he's Root agent. But he's having a heart of change thanks to Sakura and Sasuke. Can I talk to him for a bit? Don't go rough up on him, kiddo. I won't. Trust me. As after that, Sai and Naruto went. What do you want to talk about, Naruto? I want you to tell me one thing clearly, Sai. Why are you following Danzo? As Sai drew his sword out, this Chikoto. So you know my mission. Yes, you are to look out for Sasuke Uchiha and measure him by the strength and usefulness of his. Yes. I want to ask you the same question. Why are you so interested in protecting him, Naruto? He's my best friend. What else reason do I have? Naruto said. Fair enough. My reason is the same as you, but quite different. My master wants to see. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to see and monitor him, if that's okay. It is, but you do know that your sensei has caused quite grief to my friend, right? Some sacrifices are must, Naruto. You must know this. Just do what you do, but if you ever cross the line, my sword will be coming straight through your chest, being impaled and covered in your blood. Got it? I will keep that in mind. Good. As after that, Naruto left from that place. 1 week more passed, and the final preparations for the breaches were starting. As Naruto had remained behind with Sai. As goons of goddess arrived, Naruto butchered them with Sai, as Sai revealed his true strength, as both of them were dashing at the bridge. As when they arrived there to see Gato and his men there and Zabuza fighting with Kakashi. I'll take care of the men. You go and help Kakashi out. As Naruto summoned huge amount of spears. Spheres! As Naruto launched them. Arrows. As huge fire arrows launched at the people. He could control somewhat of his powers now, but not to the extent. They could only open 10 portals to summon weapons. But they were more than enough. Chains! As 5 portals of chains opened to butcher and maim all of them. As Gato was tied in those chains now. From 4 different portals opening. As Naruto then said. Reverse pull, as all the chains started to pull back into the sphere from where they came from, as Gato's arms and legs were pulled off, and he was literally laid there like a dead beanbag. As the people arrived there and kicked him to death. As for Zabuza, he was happy that he was able to see Gato's death with his eyes before passing away, as could be said for Haku, who had died from Chidori straight to his heart. As Naruto gave both of them the burial. As after that, Naruto, Kakashi, and the Team 7 went back. As 1 month later, after the arrival back to their village, the chunin exams drew near. As Naruto was patrolling, he saw that Konohamaru was in trouble as he jumped down and kicked the Genin who was holding him. There, are you right, Konohamaru? Naruto Nichan! You know I'm still an Anu, right? Sorry, Fox Nichan! Thank you so much for saving. Let's go, Mogi, Hudan. As after that, both of the kids left with Konohamaru. As Tamari then said, looking at the Anbu, how dare you? Do you not know who we are? How dare you? Do you not know who he is? He is the grandson of the third Hokage. Do you want to start a war? As Tamari looked back, and suddenly a voice was heard. Temari, Kankuro, you are a trash to the name of Sunagakure. And suddenly Naruto grabbed him by the neck, appearing behind him. Who are you? State your business. As Gaara was surprised, and so was Kankuro and Temari. Such speed and strength. As Gaara started to smile maniacally. You, I'll have your blood. In your dreams. As after that, Naruto disappeared as well and appeared in front of them. I'm here. As Gaara was even surprised and shocked at this. Such blinding speed. As Naruto then said, if I would. A voice came from behind Gaara's ear. It was Naruto again. He has disappeared from the ground before their eyes. I could have killed you multiple times by now. You're just nothing more than a second-grade rated Genin. As Naruto disappeared completely out of their sight. Time skip. Chunin exams began. As the first part went as it can, and Naruto and Anko were then charged of the second one. Naruto was pretty much her assistants, as the second part was the Forest of Death. As Naruto left, he said goodbye to Sasuke and Sakura and Sai, as all 3 of them departed into the Forest of Death. Naruto was monitoring Sasuke, as Mikoto wanted him. As Naruto, after saying goodbye to Anko, went inside the Forest of Death, hinged completely and masking his chakra. As the 1 day went behind, as nothing happened, as they already got the scroll, as Naruto was happy with them. As he suddenly heard the scream from the other side to see that it was Hinata and their team facing against Gaara and his team. Naruto again appeared from the shadows, helping them out as he saved Hinata and his team as they disappeared. Someone help them, said Gaara. And our scroll is gone. Great, we have to find the 2 now, Gaara said, as Temari and Kankuro looked fearful. Let's do this. As Naruto now brought them to the center of the tower here. You all will pass if we go there. Thank you, Anbu-san, as Gigiba thanked him and Shino nodded, while Hinata knew who he was. As she brought Naruto to the other side. Naruto-kun, what are you doing? It is our mission. It is our test. To see if we can prove ourselves, you are going to get killed. What? Hinata said, afraid. You are going to get killed there, Hinata-chan. That kid, he's different. He has some sort of demon sealed inside of him like I do. What? He's also a Jinchuriki? Yes. Naruto told Hinata because she was his best friend and the girl Naruto knew had a crush on her. Aside from Anko, obviously, who was always a tease. Hinata was quite cute and quite well, shy person. Naruto liked both of them in their own right. As Naruto said this, I can't lose you, Hinata. I have so many precious people that I can count on my one hand. I don't want you to be lost. That is why I did what I did. Now please, pass this test and move forward. As Hinata nodded, thank you so much, Naruto-kun. Don't worry. As suddenly Naruto's clone picked up some sand and as he vanished, shit, I have to go. As when Naruto arrived there to see that Sasuke was about to be bitten, his sword was launched from the portal that appeared, piercing through and cutting Orochimaru's neck off, cleaving it off from his body as his body turned into mud, and so did his hair as Orochimaru appeared from behind a tree. Ah, so you are the kid with those swords that are mythical and magical. Magic? Yes, my boy. And I want you as my new body. Ugh, that is quite creepy. Beware of him. The snake is more stronger than he lets on to be. Sasuke, here, take this scroll and leave. But isn't it cheating? Get out of here, he's the Sannin. You can't beat him. What? He's Orochimaru, the legendary snake Sannin. As everyone's eyes widened, as they finally knew who they were facing against. As Orochimaru revealed his true colors and face, and releasing huge amount of killer intent, Naruto protected them and led them away, while Naruto and Orochimaru fought at full strength. Orochimaru was already in sage mode, as Naruto was panting and on the ground, bleeding badly. And here I thought you have some skills to show me. What a waste of space, he said, kicking Naruto by the face, sending him towards a tree as Naruto was bleeding badly. As suddenly Naruto's eyes closed. Ah, passing out already. As he lifted Naruto up and stabbed him to the wood behind him, through the shoulder, as Naruto was being hanged there, through his wound as it hissed and blood seeped out of it. I'll ask you again, kid. Answer me. As Naruto was not replying, as he was in pain. I guess I'll help you out. As Orochimaru then said, you're no fun. I'll leave, I guess. As suddenly, a blast passed by him. It was a spear. As Orochimaru turned with a smile, but that vanished to see that millions of spears have appeared in the sky. Heh, you think I came unprepared, huh? Let me show you the power of the mighty Gilgamesh. And suddenly, millions of chains appeared there, as Orochimaru didn't have anywhere to leave or go, as 5 miles within the radius of the circle was disappeared and decimated into bloody obliterate as spheres, as Orochimaru was killed there mercilessly, as his mangled corpse was hanging there. He tried to reincarnate into Cursed Seal, but thankfully Yankos was dead, and any other was not nearby. As after that, Anbu Commander arrived, as he was standing in front of him, and so was many Anbus. What do you want, Gilgamesh? I was helping the kid out. I'm surprised the kid told you my name. We know who you are. Leave Naruto alone. I am afraid I cannot do that. He is the heir to my powers. Until he not give me the answer that I need to hear, I will not leave. It's simple as that. Although, you're welcome to try. As you please. Damn it. We'll meet again sometime. With those words, Gilgamesh was gone as Naruto again fell unconscious. As Naruto woke up inside infirmary to see that Hinata was there, brought in just as Naruto put out the IVs and all that equipment as he put on the mask and go there without shirt. What happened? She fought against another Yuga member and she lost badly. What? As Naruto started to use the medical jutsu that he learned from Tsunade, as some of the minor wounds were healed and internal wounds began to heal as well. Come on. Kurama, some chakra please. Fine kid, here. I know it's quite not good to say this at a time, but why are you wasting your chakra? My chakra too specifically. You can use it to fight against Gilgamesh, that bastard, and yet you are doing this, healing a girl. Wait, don't tell me. You like her, don't you? I guess that's fine then. That's fine. Naruto wasn't listening, because he was busy healing Hinata. There, that should be enough. As he heard a voice from behind, thank you for saving my daughter. As Naruto looked at the person who was standing there, it was Hiyashi. It's a must for those who are friends to you. I want to know who you are. Can you remove the mask, please? It's against the rules, but please, I won't reveal your identity to anyone. As Naruto reveals his mask, as Hiyashi's eyes went, Naruto Uzumaki. So there You are. No wonder you vanished for almost 9 to 8 years now. You're completely forgotten. And that is why I disappeared, and I would like to remain like this for some more years before I reveal who I am and what I am to the public. I can honor that. Someone's coming in. Put on your mask. As Naruto wore his mask, as doctors walked in, as Naruto left. After wearing his clothes. As more time passed, and 1 month later, the finals happened. But thanks to not Orochimaru being there, Konoha won. Sasuke won the tournament, as everyone celebrated. As unknown to anyone, one person was watching this, Zetsu. It reported back everything to, well, their leader, Nagato, pain in Amegakure after 1 week. So you say this kid has medical swords and the QB as well. How are we going to go near him? We attack all at once on his next mission. Okay, Zetsu, here's the seal. Keep it within you and close to you. And when the time comes, we'll contact you and use chakra and channeling it to the seal and we'll appear there and ambush him. Good. As after that, 1 month later, Zetsu's spying paid off as Naruto was sent on a mission to the Fire Daimyo, as he was ambushed in the forest after his return from the Fire Daimyo's office, and all of the Katsuki arrived there, surrounding him. As Naruto saw who it was, as Naruto realized, as Naruto then narrowed his eyes, what do you want from me? Your life. As suddenly all of them charged at Naruto, as Naruto started to deflect them and counterattack with his sword and ninjutsu, but the more he fought, the more he got tired, as Naruto was beaten to bloody pulp and smear almost, as he was laying on the ground now, covered in his own blood. As suddenly, Naruto passed out. That was much more simpler than we thought. All we got was a few scratches and all, although they later died. A pathetic loss, Sasori said. As within Mindscape, Naruto appeared in front of Gilgamesh again. I'm not going to help you, not this time, Naruto. So tell me, what is your answer? My name is Naruto. I will protect whoever I want, and nobody can give a damn and tell me who I should protect. And what about those who stand against you and harm you? They will all perish. Good. I'm satisfied. As Gilgamesh started to disappear, as Naruto started to enter his full form. As suddenly Naruto's body started to glow, as the wound started to heal, as his eyes glowed red, as many spheres appeared in the skies. Piercing chains, as everyone was pierced and locked in one place. Fire, release. Extraction, as all of their souls began to extract from the hellfire, as Naruto summoned his Lancer sword. As he looked towards them, as the sword started to rotate. Beam, fire, as all of them burned, as not even their bodies remained. As the beam continued on to fire, as it went straight towards Iwagakure, destroying it completely and obliterating it. It went that far, as Naruto then panted, as it was a huge crater that was created. As Naruto dashed back towards his village after that, checking that all the group members were dead except for Itachi, who was badly wounded, with him in a scroll. As after he arrived there, Itachi got the treatment, as Mikoto and Sasuke jumped in. How did he got this hurt? Because of me. What happened? I finally regained control over Gilgamesh's power, and it went out of control. I need to control it again, learn how to. It went way out of hand. I think I destroyed a village with it as well. It was Iwa. What? That strong? Naruto, you have to keep it in control now. Yes, and he will learn that. Senanbu Commander. Come with me, boy. No, please, I need to. He will be fine. His family's here. Go, Naruto. We'll look out for him. Sasuke, thank you for everything. If it wasn't for you, many things would have been different. Now, what are friends for? Let's go, kiddo. As after that, Naruto left with Honorable Commander. Time skip. 8 years later, seen 22-year-old Naruto, now coming out of the Uzumaki Namikaze residence and walking towards his office, the Hokage office. As when he was walking outside, he saw that his son was coming in. It was Boruto. Boy, old man, where are you going? You know, Boruto, I'm not that old. Boruto, is that a way to greet your father? Said Hinata, as Boruto was quite young, as Naruto's eyebrow twitched, As suddenly Anko came with her daughter, Mitsuki. Ah, Mitsuki-chan. And Anko-chan, you're here. Yeah. Oyaji, let's play Snakey again. As snakes came from her sleeves. Really, Anko-chan, you gave her the snake summons? Ah, she's a prodigy in it, isn't that right? Yeah, snakes are cute. Well, I guess now I know who she takes after. What do you mean by that? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just enjoy your job, as Naruto kissed both of his wives and ruffled the kids' ear as he went. As we go towards his POV. My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I was hated, and I had some hidden secrets within me that were explained and given to me as a blessing, which I thought of as a curse at the beginning. I gained a friend from that curse that everyone hated, and now they all adore him as well. And I am the strongest Kage the world has ever seen, and I will remain as such to make my nation prosper. And those who stand against me, they have another thing coming for them. I am going to fight back with all force if they strike once, and eradicate them, because I am the king, and my word is the law. As this is where I'm going to be the end of the story and where I leave off this part. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. And please stay tuned for the horror story that will be uploaded soon. This is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.